Bună dimineața și bun găsit la o nouă ediție ProPatria. Vă prezentăm astăzi filmul documentar This Desert City, povestea unei baze aeriene militare NATO din Afganistan privită din spatele cortinei, cu puțin timp înainte de a fi predată talibanilor. Un loc inedit, cu povești și oameni excepționali veniți din toată lumea să contribuie la combaterea terorismului. Un oraș în toată regula, în mijlocul deșertului, surprins de colegul nostru Constantin Mireanu. Vizionare plăcută!
Everything in Afghanistan is a challenge.
You meet so many people over here that you have stuff in common with that you never really realized from other cultures and other countries.
You had every NATO coalition force here. There were actually nightclubs on the base. It was funner, I will say that. You had a lot of stuff to do at that time. We had a lot of entertainment, but we also took a lot of income at the same time.
You know, indirect fire and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it. Nothing really, I've never been involved in anything life-threatening. Thank God, you know, for that. I'm glad. But I've never personally been involved in anything like that. Anything else?
Transport planes roaring off the runway, patrolling attack helicopters thumping through the night, light and sound signals ringing out their warnings. Military and civilian personnel from allied countries make up the heart of Kandahar Air Base. People from all over the globe come to work here, a fascinating mix of technology and a prosperous Western world, separated only by a security fence from a completely different, poor, and unpredictable one.
Aeroportul a fost construit de americani la sfârșitul anilor 50, fiind un punct modern și important de realimentare pentru aeronavele care circulau pe ruta Europa-Asia de Sud. În anii 80, pe timpul invaziei sovietice, baza a fost folosită ca important punct logistic, dar și de lansarea rachetelor împotriva mujahedinilor. Apoi a intrat sub controlul regimului taliban pentru o perioadă până la finalul anului 2001, când pe timpul operației Enduring Freedom a fost una dintre primele baze utilizate de membrii coaliției.
Landing in Kandahar is like having the lead role in an action film, and the base is the movie set. As soon as the aircraft doors open, each new arrival experiences something they've never felt before.
E ca într-un vis, așa, pleci de acasă, într-un loc total diferit din toate punctele de vedere. Adică e diferit de orice altceva ai mai văzut vreodată. Nu e ca și cum te duci în vacanțe în Europa. Nu poți să te aștepți la ce ai să vezi aici.
20 years after the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001, we point our cameras, frame by frame, into this world that is like nothing we've ever experienced before. Years ago, everything looked different. Soldiers lived in tents. The conditions were extremely harsh, and the risks were harsher.
You know, I tell people, because it's kind of funny, I said, you know, first of all, there was a lot of the infrastructure here was from Afghanistan, so a lot of, you know, mud buildings and stuff, and I remember the mud was up to my knees. It was so deep, and to go find people, we had thousands of tents, so wherever you stayed at, if you didn't write that number down, you'd never find where you'd stay at. And then there was just thousands of troops here, and everything was really busy. It looked like it was unorganized, but you know, when the fires come in, it was, you know, repelled pretty good. So, but the beginning days, life here was not all that good. I mean, it was pretty hard.
Nonetheless, soldiers came and fought in a plot of desert considered the heart of terrorism. Friendships were made, memories were written, and lives were lost. The photos of those who fell while on duty are displayed in the airport building, haunting reminders of the past. During the first days of mission in Kandahar, we felt like actors in a war movie, driving by in a Toyota minibus with the steering wheel on the right-hand side. Each of us lost in his own thoughts and feelings. We thought of those left at home and the unknowable future of the 6 months ahead. The music on the bus speakers bumped against our thoughts, pushing them away. The idea for this film came up during the first days, and the images have been captured throughout our mission. Our intent is to take you inside the base to see its inner workings, the out-of-sight areas, how electricity is distributed, what logistical resources are involved in providing running water to a combat base, and much, much more. Some of it is rather incredible for a desert area in the middle of nowhere. It is the place used by modern army to show that impossible doesn't exist, and good organization, order and discipline, and a bottomless budget can lead to performance of the highest level.
It's difficult to explain to my own kids what life is on a military base. So on the one hand, it's very similar to life everywhere else, except that you can't leave. So you have a town, and in that town you have everything you need. You have a hospital, and you have a store, and you have a gym, and you have rooms, and you go about your job. On the other hand, you get up in the morning and you go to sleep at night knowing that you could be attacked at any time, and that we have a job to do, and that we're away from our family, and we're going to miss important days, we're going to miss holidays, we're going to miss birthdays, but we're all here on one team doing a mission that we all believe matters. So it's like a small town, but you can't leave.
We begin our journey following a rigorous schedule set by Dynacorps management.
Dynacorps provides through the LogCap program engineering services, construction services, base life support services, meaning food service, potable water production, laundry, air traffic control, cargo movement, airfield management services. We also maintain the Row 3 hospital here at CAF. So basically, we run everything in the city of Kandahar, if you will.
We start at one of the hottest points, both literally and figuratively, the kitchen. The place where an entire industry is set in motion with the precision of a Swiss watch. The job is to feed the population of this desert city.
Making the breakfast pastry, today is a Spanish roll.
We're just trying to do any kind of good combination of the menu so we can satisfy all the customers here, including U.S. troops, coalition forces, any scale, unit, civilian, everyone who is here in CAF. Okay, right now we are going to the Marmite section here, so we are preparing some food over there.
Anyone on base can find food any time of the day or night. Hot meals are provided 3 times a day. You can get cold food or soft drinks continuously. The aim is to provide quality food, but also to bring everyone a little closer to home. The recipes are worldly and include Indian, Chinese, American, Balkan, and sometimes a fusion of them all.
From 1st September, number of the headcount, average number of the headcount is above 11,000. 11,000 daily, including the SMR that we have daily. Here, the pizza here, daily we are making 450 to 500.
The employees in the dining room, some of whom have been here for years, master the basic vocabulary of many languages and talk with great pleasure. A joke, a question, even a simple conversation in a soldier's own language can make them feel better, closer to home, and appreciate it.
When you tell them, hey, salut, tichefat familiata, they just say, oh, bine tichefat yetene. If they want some beans, fasole. If they want some cabbages, mazire. If they want bacon, yetene, shunka. When I want to say them, how are you? I can say tichefat. So I'm going to tell you, thank you very much in Romania. Musmash yetene. Musmash yetene. Ozebuna yetene.
In the dining room, the air conditioning systems work at maximum capacity 24 hours a day. Outside, the air heats up to over 60 degrees Celsius or 140 degrees Fahrenheit. The sun seems to melt even the stones. The cement is a huge radiator that continues to dissipate heat even at night. However, we quickly forget about the natural oven as we discover the largest refrigerator we have ever seen. It's the size of a supermarket. With some quick conversions, we calculate that with the minus 20 degrees inside, there's an 80-degree temperature difference from the outside. In the middle of the desert, we've reached the North Pole just by walking through a door.
Exactly like your refrigerator back home. That's about a 3-week supply of food you're looking at. We are literally feeding an army here. We'll stock it here. What you're looking at is about a 21-day supply. And then we have food service personnel that are trained to actually take this stuff off the shelves, repalletize it, deliver it off to the dining facilities, understanding that even the truck that delivers from here to the dining facilities is a temperature-controlled environment. So food is kept absolutely as safe as possible in this building.
Minus 23 Celsius.
That's right. When you get feeling like in cold, we just go to outside, 10 to 15 minutes to relaxing. Then we come back to again, we start the work.
So you warm yourself and then you come back?
Yes.
Where are you guys from?
India. We all are from India.
Okay. Do you have children?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Not you? Okay.
I'm single.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Thank you. Hi, boss.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you, ma'am.
There will be a series of controlled detonations to the south of Cal.
In the semi-darkness of the base, a flame burns every night. When we stop to take video, we hear gunfire in the distance. That's most assuredly live fire training on the base range. The noise of controlled explosions is so natural after a while, you are no longer surprised when your computer screen jiggles on your desk. We have reached another important area of the base. This is where almost 30 tons of garbage is processed every day.
And we used about 9 trucks to actually pick up the entire base. That's a compactor, a roll-off, and a skip trucks. We total about 1,200 cubic meters per day. We run a 24-hour operation of collections so we can make sure we pick up everything nice and clean in the entire base. We found a lot of vector issues.
We are warned from the beginning to ignore the many kinds of smells, and we try, but it doesn't always work out that way.
Renzo's team at night, they'll take the front end loader and they'll load it, and they'll bring it and dump it here. And then how many people do you have at night?
Yeah, 32.
Yeah, 32, workforce of 32 people. They'll suit up in all the proper PPE gear and Tyvek suits, and they will literally sort through the trash by hand.
The task would be completely impossible by day due to the very high temperatures and the smells.
We load this machine up every 10 to 20 minutes. In 2018, we found 26 snakes right here at this site alone.
out of 50 in the entire base. So snakes are out here. And they're not easy snakes, they're actually viper snakes. The most poisonous snake here in theater. So we got to be very careful when we sort in this process.
They move together, they work together, they communicate together, and it resonates throughout the workforce here. And you see the results of it each and every day, each and every night as well, because they truly understand how important their jobs is to the safety of the base.
The treasure trove here often surpasses the imagination. Poisonous snakes, ammunition, jewelry, electronic equipment.
We done found people wallets, their credit cards. We find everything from chairs to trash to food, grenades, whatever you can think of on this base in the operation, you will find it in your trash, most likely. And that's why it's so important for everybody to recycle.
There is a second incinerator for biological waste, and also a one-of-a-kind freezer for materials with a special type of decomposition process.
So I have 2,200 contractors that work for me to implement all the basic life support systems here, from delivery of water to sewage to showers to anything dealing with that.
So right now, what we're looking at is our potable water storage tanks. So we have 3 tanks, and we have a concrete tank right here for a total storage capacity of 1,050,000.
At Kandahar Air Base, staff have access to running water around the clock. But few know that an entire industry is involved in extracting it from the desert, treating, testing, and pumping it to the base population. The used water goes through a series of chemical processes. It's decanted into huge basins and treated with ultraviolet radiation, chemically tested, and then recycled to be used again. I initially wondered how the villagers around the base afforded to irrigate their crops, but the answer is simple. They are unexpected beneficiaries of the complex process of obtaining and recycling water from the desert. After a while, every day at Kandahar Air Base seems just like the one before it. During our stay here, the number of people in the world infected with the coronavirus increased exponentially. The stricter preventive measures are taken here. All of us wear a mask, respect social distancing, and follow guidance for good personal hygiene.
We ensure a safe and secure environment for people to live and work. In this unique time, we're also focused a lot on implementing COVID-19 measures to prevent the introduction of the virus onto Kandahar, and also to prevent the spread and make sure we've got the necessary medical expertise in order to take care of everybody that's here.
Things are carefully controlled, which leads to an increasingly austere life. No gym access, no group meetings, no shared meals. Running among bunkers in the evening is by far the most interesting outdoor recreational activity. Many things are fascinating here and hard to understand at first glance if you are not familiar with the process. We soon find out there is even a department that deals with catching wild and dangerous animals like poisonous snakes, coyotes, and scorpions, which are just making their way through the base. We are addicted to technology, even more so in the isolation of Kandahar. And it begins with the simplest thing, electricity. Equipped with protection systems not only to combat the high summer temperatures, but also for times when use increases dramatically. With a computerized, controlled, automated system of energy distribution according to needs, the generators here could easily power a city of 30,000 residents.
Here you see we've got a 25 megawatt prime power plant. This is effectively 2 power plants in one. So we have our 50 hertz power plant, which is looking after all the European power, and we have our 60 hertz. The people that work here are all from different nationalities. We've got people from Nepal, people from India, people from Africa, and we've got people from the Philippines.
Everyone here has their own story, and all of them are interesting.
Challenging, that's why I'm here. We like to come over here because it's something different. It's in the U.S. we get bored after you've been here. So we feel like I feel like I'm serving something, the U.S. military and NATO military. And we feel like what we do here makes a difference. And that's why most of us are here.
Oh, we have folks that have probably been here from the beginning. So when I was in the Army, I remember some of these guys on my first deployments here. I mean, they came up to me and said, hey, I remember you when you were here, you know, in 2001. I was like, good Lord, you've been here that long.
I've met some of them. And it's interesting to me, right? As a soldier, I come here for a year, I go home, and I come back. Some of them stay. Some of them live here because conditions in their countries aren't so great economically, and so they have a good job here and they're sending money back home. It's funny, you go into their rooms, right? If you go into my room, there's a bag, there's a rucksack, and a duffel bag, and I'm ready to leave. You go into some of these rooms and they have, the lawn is nice, and they have the pictures on and it's just home. It's home for them.
Într-una dintre serii am ajuns mai târziu la sala de mese și, spre surprinderea mea, oamenii de acolo erau extrem de fericiți, cântau muzica, iar ei dansau, se bucurau probabil după o zi de muncă și mi-a dat oarecum energie faptul că ei au găsit puterea după o zi grea să se bucure de viață.
We'd like to dive deeper into these private lives, to discover their habits, longings, stories, what they need, and what makes them happy.
I have 5 children, and when I came, my oldest son was graduating high school that spring, and I've made it home for one graduation, and that was for the next to the oldest son, and that was in 2014. That's when I went home for that. Since then, all my children have graduated, and got their own lives. I have 2 grandchildren now.
These people have come from all over the world to ensure a decent living for their loved ones thousands of miles away. All of them waiting on that plane ride, taking them home.
The only fun that I can basically have is just talking to my family. I have a 10-month-old daughter. I haven't gotten a chance to spend time with her. So the only thing that basically happens is having me just look at her pictures whenever I get them from the mom. I mean, that is my joy.
Here, in this place, you bring the laundry and get it back in a day's time, cleaned, sorted, and professionally folded, better than Mom ever could have.
Those customers get their bag back in 24 hours because they never know when they're going to leave. We try to take the extra step forward, get their bags back in a timely manner. Typically, our turnaround time is 72 hours. A lot of times we have it done a lot better. but contractually we do 72 hours. We're doing anywhere from 800 to 1,000 bags a day, so close to 30,000 bags a month, which is pretty impressive. We have had one claim in the past 3 years.
I came in 2006 December. So I've been here close to 4 years now. No, ma'am, I'm not afraid because actually I've been doing this from last, you can say 10, 11 years. I was in Iraq also. So I was there for 3 years, 3.5 years, and then I came straight here. So I don't know if I will be able to do anything out of this, but this is you don't get a chance to see so many people like from different countries. This is the only place where you see, Americans, Africans, and most of the Europeans,
We have employees from 31 different countries from around the world. So we're a very diverse organization, one that we pride ourselves on. And me personally, I enjoy meeting people from different places and finding out and learning a little bit about their culture. And I think they have some experiences that they bring with them that when we partner together, there's nothing we cannot accomplish.
After a few hours spent in various interesting areas of the base, we focused for a while on the security measures in this place, especially since a mixed Romanian-American task force is responsible for the security here.
Unit 5, set up a perimeter with Unit 6. Unit 2, move into position. Units 3 and 4, maintain coverage of Sector 7. Copy that. Hold your fire until I get the signal. Keep an eye on Sectors 5 and 6.
The base rules regarding discipline, traffic, standard operating procedures in case of attacks, and more are very clear. The Joint Romanian-American Task Force are the authority.
They do all the law enforcement for Kandahar airfield. They also have to react to any kind of things that happen on our perimeter. So life safety, any kind of penetrations to our perimeter, they take action on that along with the security battalion.
Another day, another night, many more weeks, a few more months, as if from a different timeline. The time here flows in a strange rhythm, backed by the constant sound of patrolling helicopters' throbbing engines, a music everyone has come to know like their own heartbeat. A time warp made up of news from the country and from around the world.
Major O'Brien is writing here that until the last day of March, we were in the mission in Afghanistan, and I admitted I wasn't very interested in the COVID subject because my reality was somehow different from the one in the country, so I was keeping in touch daily with my family.
The pervading hope everyone is fine at home and you yourself will be kept out of harm's way. And beyond those fences, a different world still, with other principles, rules, and customs that stretch back centuries. A war-torn world full of suffering, abuse, discrimination, and hunger. It's a world that sometimes riots and attacks with all manner of weapons, often ingenious, insidious, and unpredictable. Thus, the sound of sirens announcing a missile attack. The tension of those moments and the danger are also part of a soundtrack of Kandahar we've been listening to for the last several months.
Rocket attack, rocket attack, rocket attack, rocket attack, rocket attack, rocket attack.
Oh shit!
We are waiting now for the announcement that everything is fine. that the attack is over. In the face of danger, everyone reacts according to their training and hard experience. There is no guarantees that you'll have another day. It is the life that people, civilians and military alike, live here at Kandahar. It's difficult to spend time here at Kandahar Air Base and not leave a part of yourself within these concrete walls, bunkers, and monochrome buildings.
Peste câteva zile vom fi în avion cu direcția România. O misiune, o etapă din viață s-au încheiat. Au fost momente pline aici în Kandahar, zile frumoase, grele, din fiecare am învățat câte ceva. Despre limite, despre noi înșine, despre aliați, despre misiune.
In the dry air, unique unto itself, with gusts of wind filling with smells of gunpowder, food, kerosene, trash, and the never-ending dust, it is almost impossible not to miss it. And you keep coming back, hoping to be whole again.
Să ajungi militar în cadrul forțelor pentru operații speciale presupune parcurgerea unor programe complexe de calificare. Ambiție, determinare, curaj sunt atributele care îi caracterizează pe viitorii scafandri comando ai Armatei României. Reportajul următor reprezintă secvențe din cele 8 luni de antrenamente în care limitele au fost depășite zi de zi, iar performanța a devenit un mod de viață.
Din momentul în care trec de poarta unității, orizontul militarilor se schimbă complet. Bagajele lor sunt controlate cu strictețe, li se face triajul medical și sunt repartizați la dormitoare. Această formă de pregătire se desfășoară pe o perioadă de 8 luni la Centrul de Perfecționare Operații Speciale din Mangalia și are o importanță majoră în lumea forțelor pentru operații speciale. Le permite instructorilor să determine dacă recruții au abilitățile necesare să activeze într-o armă atât de importantă. Seria este formată din ofițeri maestri militari, subofițeri și soldați gradați profesioniști ai Ministerului Apărării Naționale.
Căutăm un tip de caractere tari, care să facă față schimbărilor care apar pe timpul cursului, să nu clacheze, reușim să-i călim și să-i facem să înțeleagă că acest tip de caracter îi va ajuta în misiunile reale.
La scurt timp, numele și gradul militarilor se transformă într-un simplu număr, pe care îl vor purta pe ținute și la care vor răspunde pe tot parcursul cursului. Ofițerul, maestrul militar, subofițerul sau soldatul sunt acum 101, 102, 103 sau 104.
Noi încercăm să le insuflăm de la bun început faptul că meseria de operator de forțe pentru operații speciale este un stil de viață, să fie autodidacți, să fie flexibili în condiții austere și imprevizibile.
Primul modul al cursului este programul de pregătire. Acesta durează 4 săptămâni, iar pe timpul său, instructorii contribuie major la construirea încrederii și calmului cursanților, prin antrenamente fizice constante. Instructorii evaluează cursanții și lucrează la creșterea performanțelor fizice ale fiecăruia în parte. Activitățile sunt dominate de apă. Militarii petrec în medie 6 ore pe zi la bazin. Învață tehnici corecte de înot și lucrează la dezvoltarea rezistenței subacvatice. Tot aici învață cum să ridice corect un buștean, cum să se deplaseze purtând o ambarcațiune pe teren accidentat, cum să își ajusteze echipamentele înainte de diverse marșuri sau deplasări. Prevenirea accidentărilor ce pot apărea la nivelul aparatului locomotor și nu numai este unul dintre antrenamente.
Exercițiile se execută de la simplu la complex. Avem cursanți care nu au pus niciodată labele în picioare, nu au utilizat echipamentul de scafandru până în momentul de față. Apar tot felul de dureri articulare. Vă închipuiți, labele au undeva 3-4 kg și le este greu să țină piciorul într-o formă care nu este anatomică, cu atât mai mult să și exercite o presiune pe piciorul respectiv, apar inevitabil dureri articulare.
În prima lună, militarii nu sunt eliminați din program. Ei pleacă la cerere dacă nu se acomodează cu antrenamentele fizice riguroase. După ce performanța cursanților a crescut, programul trece la etapa a doua, evaluarea și selecția. Din această etapă face parte și celebra Hell Week, săptămâna de iad, unde depășirea limitelor fizice și psihice nu este o excepție, ci o normalitate. În această etapă le este frig. Sunt extenuați, în permanență uzi și plini de nisip, dar trebuie să demonstreze că dețin profilul psihofizico-intelectual al unui viitor operator al forțelor pentru operații speciale. Această parte a cursului durează alte 4 săptămâni și este construită în așa fel încât să îi treacă pe cursanți prin toate stările de disconfort posibile. Activitățile din acest modul sunt catalogate ca fiind cele mai solicitante. Hell Week este ca o lovitură sub centură. O vezi că vine, dar nu poți fi pregătit în totalitate pentru ce urmează să simți. Reprezintă un proces de selecție atentă și fără compromisuri. În funcție de lipsurile cursanților și de calitățile lor, instructorii jonglează cu psihicul viitorilor scafandri comando prin strategii bine gândite pentru a-i forța să iasă din zona de confort, pentru a-și gestiona emoțiile negative și a crea coeziunea echipei. Cei rămași la curs în această etapă încep programul de brevetare scafandru cu circuit deschis, închis și semi-închis.
Este un curs intens în care se depune foarte mult efort, învățăm foarte multe lucruri noi, utile, prin practică ne devenim din ce în ce mai buni, iar angajamentul pe care ni l-am luat la început pentru viitorul carierei pregătește foarte bine pentru ce va urma.
Acționarea în mediul subacvatic fără a putea vorbi între ei este una dintre cele mai mari provocări ale recruților. Deplasarea sub apă trebuie să devină instinctivă, trebuie să înțeleagă mediul înconjurător și cum acționează acesta asupra corpului uman. Toate aceste aspecte sunt predate la clasă și exersate, apoi practic în apă. Ședințele de tragere devin dinamice, focusate pe precizie și rapiditate. Cursanții folosesc atât arma principală, cât și pistolul. Sunt monitorizați atent de instructori. Aici ies în evidență celelalte calități pe care le-au dobândit în perioada de evaluare și selecție: rezistență, rapiditate, atenție sporită. În acest moment, profilul operatorului forțelor navale pentru operații speciale începe să prindă contur. Este momentul în care militarii învață tehnici de infiltrare. Călătoria spre a deveni un operator al forțelor navale pentru operații speciale se încheie odată cu atestarea ca parașutiști militari categoria rotundă. Fiecare operator din componența structurilor de forțe pentru operații speciale a parcurs o formă similară de pregătire de bază. Compromiterea complexității ei nu este o opțiune pentru comandamentul forțelor pentru operații speciale. De aceea, instructorii caută acel militar care este pregătit să meargă sau să înnoate 1 kilometru în plus atunci când este istovit, pentru a putea salva viața unui camarad. Și obligatoriu pentru a duce misiunea la bun sfârșit. Aici se încheie ediția de astăzi a emisiunii ProPatria. Ne găsiți și pe Facebook, căutați ProPatria MeApene. Ziarul Observatorul Militar poate fi citit pe site-ul presamil.ro, iar în fiecare sâmbătă dimineață de la ora 9:05, emisiunea Jurnal Militar este difuzată pe Radio România Actualități. Rămâneți cu televiziunea română. O zi cu pace să aveți!